2. Coach Carlson now has the floor. Coach, if you'd like to make an opening statement, now is the opportunity to do so. If not, we'll open the floor up for questions.
Sure, we'll go ahead and open up the floor to questions.
All right, my first question for you. What changes have you made this year in order to achieve your goal of avenging last year's state championship loss?
I would say just in terms of changes, I mean, we have a new squad this year, and one of the big things is every year brings different kinds of difficulties and trials and joys and fun, and so we've tried to pick a team that kind of is going to reflect the kind of style of play that we're going after. We're going to be highly aggressive. We're going to take a lot of risk, high reward kind of situations. So one of the things is what I'm trying to establish as the first year coach for the women's is just being part of a good culture. Honestly, is for the girls. One of the things that I'm about is having a healthy context for students to thrive in.
Okay, going off the new team thing, what would you say the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team would be?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new faces. In terms of we have a strong freshman class coming through. We lost obviously 3 or 4 really talented seniors, and so I think one of the biggest things is just maturity. Honestly, is that the seniors this year, this will be their third. I would say they're going to go to the state championship 4 years in a row, which has never been done before. So with that's a lot of experience. That's one difference is they're more experienced. They've been challenged. They've lost 2 and they've won 1. And so that would be the biggest thing is using their experience, using their time on the ball, their time with team, chemistry developing. That would be the biggest thing.
So going off the loss on your seniors from last year, what do you think the biggest aspect of your team that is that you're going to have to fill in with the new players coming in?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Franklin Academy is that we have excellent students. And competing in the classroom is something that is just ingrained in them. So I think competing on the field is going to translate as well. So I think one of the biggest difference, if I'm hearing your question correctly, is honestly just leveraging all the things that they've learned into a space that's going to be helpful for the entire team. Because one of the things that I tell the players is that the thrust, the engine of our team will be the juniors. Because we all have been on teams that it's the seniors and they bark down orders and all that kind of stuff. And we can see right there's like the reason why you're yelling at me is because it's your senior year. You have everything to lose. So any sort of success that we have is going to be predicated on how much work the juniors put in.
This kind of goes off that question.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be the official head coach of the team this year?
I mean, it's a huge honor. I mean, the great thing, Coach Bories is still going to be serving as an assistant. She is very, very talented in what she's done in terms of a lot of what I have is the cultures that she's built. And so I'm looking forward to working with her in a different kind of way, but then also just like with every coach, they bring a different kind of style, different kind of flavor to the game, different kind of emphasis. And so I'm looking forward to helping build or continuing to build an incredible program that's already been really successful.
Why do you think there has been so much soccer success at a school that is truly a charter and has a lottery? Why is it year after year we're watching the boys and girls program compete for state titles?
Yeah, I would say it's a testimony to the student body, honestly. The biggest thing that we do is we steer the ship, right? We do the hard work of planning and prepping and pointing the kids in the right direction. So I would say one of the things is the students are the huge reason for the success. A lot of them are playing club ball. A lot of them are just developing in different kind of sports. And then the other thing, the parent support is incredible, honestly. And a lot of our success has been predicated that they have developed their kids into the kind of student athletes that we need. The other thing would be the faculty here. Like I said earlier, these students are competing in the classroom for A's, for B's, for C's, and I don't have to teach them how to compete. They're already competing at a high level. And so I get the joy and the privilege of crafting them into kinds of players that are going to hopefully shape the future. I read a stat the other day that 95% of the Fortune 500 companies in the U.S. were all previous athletes, which is a huge tall order on me, right? I'm shaping the future of businesses in the United States. All these ladies are going to be successful. It's guaranteed. And all these ladies are going to go on and do college, and they're all going to get incredible jobs. So what I'm doing is hopefully modeling what we do, which is in continuity with what their parents are already doing. So to answer your question, I would say the reason why we've been so successful is the student body, the support that we've had from parents, from faculty, and honestly just a desire to compete at the highest level.
And speaking of the student body, how is it that you're going to try to get more student involvement by getting people out to games comparable to what would happen in a basketball or boys soccer situation?
Yeah, I would say information is everything. I try to use social media appropriately and in the best means because, as you know, people are buried in their phone every day, whether they're Snapchatting, Gramming, or TikToking or whatever the heck that it is that they do now. It's important, right? You got to be relevant and you got to be relatable, but you also have to have some principles that guide you. And so, hopefully, I have 4 managers and 1 intern that will hopefully help me out with that process, because that's one thing that's difficult, honestly, with our games being 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and as I mentioned before, they're already students, and so a lot of them are already competing in the classroom and trying to get A's, and so that's one of the things that I'm about. Once again, I go back to this is for these ladies, I want to provide a context for healthy relationships to happen. And I want it to be meaningful because 90% of them won't go on and play college ball. So what the heck are we doing, right? So I want to make it worth their while. I want to make it worth my time. So that'd be the biggest thing.
And lastly, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this with girls soccer. What does it mean to have a media day and now a media presence with this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I think, once again, you're only relative or known as much as our media department makes you known. And so I think as we've continued to develop as a school in terms of our web presence, as well as being relatable to other students, I think that's key, is that just being able to have a first step of, and it may not be perfect, it may not be the best thing ever, it may not be ESPN, it may not be Fox News or Fox Sports News or whatever, but the biggest thing is that we're stepping in the right direction, because this is the future. Like when you go to high profile college teams, this is what they do, right? They get interviews, they're asked the hard questions, they're given post-interview opportunities to explain themselves, what they thought about things, and that's what we're pushing for.
Any further questions for Coach Crosland?
Way to go, Cross.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Fresh. Thank you, guys.
Going to questions. Do I have to hold this?
Kennedy Katz and Libby DeLage. Kennedy and Libby are both seniors on this team. Ladies, you can open up with an opening statement if you like, or we can open the floor for questions.
We'll go to questions.
All right.
Okay. My first question for Kennedy is, knowing this is your last season, what is your biggest goal for yourself and the team?
It actually makes me want to cry when I think about it, because I've been with these girls for so long, especially like the seniors. But the goal is probably just to make it memorable, as memorable as possible, because I want to get closer with a lot of the freshmen, because I feel like I haven't been doing that the last couple of years. Like I haven't gotten like super close with the underclassmen, and I like to do that.
Okay, I got another question for you. What advice would you give the freshmen and the younger players who want to become like a successful soccer player?
Be confident. I remember my freshman year, I was super stressed for tryouts. Like I literally did not think I was going to make it at all. I thought I was going to be like the first cut. So just be confident in your abilities and you'll go far.
What are you most looking forward to playing soccer in college?
What I'm most looking forward to about playing college and soccer in college, literally everything. I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous at the same time, because the team is so good. So like it's gonna be a lot of pressure on me, but probably making friends is probably the biggest thing. I'm super excited about that. So yeah.
Okay, a couple of questions for Libby.
Thanks, man.
My first question is, knowing that you were the captain of the basketball team, what would you say the biggest leadership trait you have and can provide to this team would be?
That's a good question. Okay. I think I'm really good at communication on and off the field. For club, I play keeper, so I think that's definitely going to help out in a leadership position to communicate not only with like the team but the coaches, and definitely reach out to a lot of the underclassmen.
You know you don't have to say I have another question every time you ask a question, right?
Okay, I'm just giving myself
So we
time.
are making cuts.
Yeah, you need to make cuts because he's dumb.
Do you really have one? You want me?
I can get
Look
it.
at his mouth.
Okay.
Libby,
Connor.
knowing your experience with club soccer what aspect do you feel you best provide to this team athletically?
I think school soccer is a lot different than club because school soccer is a lot more diverse. You have a lot more players coming from different levels of play. Club's more just like you're all pretty consistent. You get sorted through teams, like how you play. So I think I bring my own kind of like style of play and like perspective of the game to the team. So I think that's a very makes it also diverse.
Okay. Would you guys say that the overall goal for the season is a state championship between you two?
Yes.
Agreed.
And then one question for the both of you, if you guys could. What is one moment that you've had in your whole high school career of soccer that you'll never forget? It can be like a good win that you had or like a fun moment.
Sophomore year when we were in PKs and the girl hit the post, I remember me, Neve, and Chloe and Katie being the first ones to run up to Marlena and tackle her. That was so fun. I remember I couldn't stop laughing and I was so
I
happy.
don't remember anything. Shit. This is awkward. Okay. Well, there's a lot of moments. I think honestly, riding to the state championship last year was really memorable because it was just so much fun. We were all a big group. Just that entire day actually, because it's just a big event. It's more than just the game itself.
Okay, another question for both of you. What is y'all's motto this year, and how is that going to affect y'all's season?
Thrive. You answer the second part.
All around, I think we're just gonna thrive.
Yeah.
We're just gonna we're gonna beat everyone and we're not gonna feel sorry about it. So there you go.
Yeah, gotta thrive.
Question for Livy. I know
God.
that there have been rumors that you weren't specifically thrilled about having to play keeper. Are you more confident in what position you are going to be playing on the pitch this year?
I feel really pressured right now. Wait, what was the question again? Sorry.
Are you confident in any position that you have to play on the pitch this year?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I have addressed the concern and issues with the head Krause himself, and I think I am pretty confident wherever I am put and told to go.
Are you any closer to committing or declaring for a college program moving forward?
Well, considering my major will be law, it's kind of hard to go into sports with that major, so it all depends on where I decide or if I want to. So basically, no.
Question for Kennedy. Down the stretch here, as you continue to see this program evolve, last year's crop of seniors lead, the year before that, those crop of seniors lead, and now it's your turn to drive the ship. What does that responsibility mean to you this season?
I feel like it's a lot different. Last year, I really couldn't imagine being a senior, so it's different. Because I remember seeing all the seniors last year cry for senior night. I was I'm never gonna be like that. But now that I think about it, I probably will cry. But it's different because I know that me and the rest of the seniors actually have to be the ones to push the team, and we've never really had to do that before. We've kind of just been the ones to goof off, I guess. But so this year we have to actually focus up at practice and stuff. So
Knowing that you've already signed to go to Western, is there any pressure on you to keep the focus on this season and this schedule instead of looking forward to what's going to happen in Cullowhee?
You mean focusing on now and
Yes,
stuff?
focusing on this, your final year of high school, instead of looking forward to your first year of college soccer.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. I feel to focus now because I really wanna I'm so excited to play in college. So I'm super excited, but I'm also excited to finish out the season. So it's But yeah, I want to focus on this season and we want to win the state championship, and then I'll move on to the future.
Any further questions from the peanut gallery? Sports media students, soccer players.
I love how everyone just came up.
I know. Why did
I was
everybody
stop attacking me.
Ladies, thanks for your comment. We have Neve Steffen and Kate Solom. Both are seniors on the soccer team. Ladies, would either one of you like to open up with an opening statement, or should we open the floor for questions?
You can open the floor for questions.
Thank you. Our first question is for Kate here. Knowing that you took off last year, what would you say the biggest ability you bring back to the team would be?
I feel like my speed of play will greatly benefit the team, and that I'll be able to create a lot of scoring opportunities for us.
ability that you bring to the team that will help much?
Oh. Well, I think. Okay, along with what Katie said with speed of play and stuff, I guess just like bringing positivity too, and like keep on like shooting, get those goals.
Okay, question for Kate.
Oh, ladies, if you don't mind, can we hold the microphone still and a little bit closer instead of waving it around like that?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Kate, knowing that you are also committed to play soccer at UNC Asheville, but not at UNC Asheville Kennedy, but at another D1 program, what is one thing you have for the younger players that you would give them in order to be as successful as you?
Just to always work hard and just like do your best and not worry so much about like mistakes. Just like focus on like the future and just let it go if you do mess up.
So I was told that you guys led the offense for the sophomore state championship team. Would you two agree with that?
It's a team effort. I agree.
Well, they failed back-to-back championship run last year. What do you guys plan to do different this year that you did your same thing sophomore year that ended in a championship? What do you plan to do this year that you did sophomore year that didn't work last year?
Exactly.
Not counting English.
Huh?
What is your plan?
Well, I can't understand you when you mumble.
Okay, what is one thing that you look to carry from your sophomore year into this year?
It didn't work last year.
I would say just working as a team, just like our motto, just like no more drama, just like stay focused on the goal.
And to keep possession, not just booting it and stuff. You're welcome.
Can you describe the personality of this team as a whole? Is it a pretty loose group or pretty tight and serious or somewhere in between?
Well, loose as in what? Because we're like tight, but we're like, like we all.
Is this a group that likes to have fun and joke around?
Of course.
Might come off as not as serious
No.
as other programs?
Okay.
Or
We like to have fun, but we also take it seriously. It's a good mix of the both. Because when it actually comes to time when we need to be serious, we're serious. But like we also like to have fun.
what does it mean to have Coach Crosland taking on more of a role with the program this year, taking over as the head guy?
Crosby. He just does his thing. Okay. Well, he
brings experience.
Yeah, he has obviously his what are they called? Presentations? What are they called? PowerPoints. He makes PowerPoints for literally every single day, and he encourages us very well, and he's like, okay. We do fun bonding exercises too. Like yesterday we did the Whisper Challenge and it was really fun. And
I agree with that. That's all.
I'll say this group of seniors have been a very strong core of women's soccer for the past 3 or 4 years. So what are your plans to do throughout this season to leave some kind of impact for the underclassmen and the juniors?
I'm gonna have to cry, so you talk.
Wait, can you repeat the question? Stop. Stop.
I'm sorry. I would say this
I'm sorry.
Just be the best leaders that we can. Just help develop the younger classmen. Just leave as much wisdom with them as we can. Do you want to talk?
Clearly, I'm very emotional. I love these people. Yeah. Stop. Playing with this team and yeah, everything that we share and stuff. Your turn.
Yeah, I would agree. I just like the amount of like friendship that the team has and just like the togetherness. I'll miss that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try this one, but based on the dominance in your conference every single year, it seems like most of your conference games aren't that competitive for the most part. Across all the team is. How do you plan to take each game when they're not competitive? How do you plan to learn from them and take that into the playoffs and take more challenging teams?
Usually we like when we play teams that we're way better than, we usually stoop down to their level, so we kind of need to just like keep working on like
Game plan.
yeah, our intensity and like not doing that.
This is for both of you ladies. When you look at the non-conference schedule, including teams like Carborough and Raleigh Charter and the trip to Catawba, those are the pinnacle of 1A soccer right now. What does it mean when you're playing in those games, and how much does it mean to the program to get a W in those?
I think like playing them like brings a lot of like experience because like they have like better speed of play and like more skill. So like winning against them is like a really big accomplishment for us.
Yes, exactly what she said.
And Neve, last question. Coach Carlson alluded in his press conference to a high-risk, high-reward style of play. Can you expound upon that and what that actually means?
Like the inverted backs.
Oh, like inverted backs, like they're like the outside backs are gonna play like more like wingers. So we're really gonna push our like offense and push our line. So there will be less people back, but that just means we have to work harder and like actually like hustle.
Any further questions for these two? Thanks for your time, ladies. All right, we have Shay Wells and Michaela Holderby. Ladies, would you like to open up with an opening statement, or should we go straight to questions?
Yeah.
All right.
Shay, my first question is for you. I've heard that you were really good on the middle school team and a leader on that team. What leadership traits did you learn from middle school that you hope to take on with you to high school?
Okay, so on middle school we had like it was definitely a bunch of different like levels of soccer, but like as a team, like I don't know, it always like helped to bring everyone together. And then in high school I feel like the level is like a lot higher, so just everyone together will be like even better.
Michaela, this is your question. Not a lot of people know your story about your journey how you got to FA. So kind of just in a brief kind of synopsis, how did you get to FA and why are you playing soccer for it?
Okay, well, I went to Thales before this, which is another Letty school, and I would not advise anyone to go there. I didn't play soccer there because the level of play is not. It's more of an academic school. Not many people are involved in sports usually, so the soccer team was not very good. And I also during that time had a really bad concussion, so I like technically wasn't supposed to play. I'm not really like they didn't really want me to play anymore, but I'm still playing anyway because I love soccer. So when I got into Franklin and I came, it really was hard for me to decide whether or not I should play soccer, but in the end I realized that I'm only going to be in high school once and soccer is something I'm really passionate about, so I went ahead and did it anyway.
Going off that last question, interesting story by the way. How do you plan to? It seems like you have more of a chip on your shoulder than a lot of people that play sports. How do you plan to carry that into this team of a championship kind of team? How do you plan to take your leadership and your backstory to help this team go further than they can?
Well, can you repeat the question?
With your chip on your shoulder, how do you plan to help this team that's a championship team to go further and help them out even more with your chip?
Well, I think like having concussion and everything really pushed me to like look. I don't know how to phrase this, but it made me realize like how important soccer actually is to me, because before I got my concussions, I was actually thinking about not playing anymore. And once I got my concussion, it was like just kind of like stripped away from me. I realized that I can't live without it. It was really hard for me to just stop playing altogether. So I think that it's made me really like have more of an appreciation for the game and really like enjoying my time when I still can play. So I think just like bringing that passion and like keeping like the positive attitude and trying to like keep the attitude of the team up.
Okay, my next question is for Shay. What would you say the biggest difference between middle school and high school soccer is?
I feel like middle school was more of like an always just have fun. That was like always the main priority. But in high school, it's like added like we want to win too, and that's also like a big part of it. Yeah.
For both of you being newcomers to this team, and I'd love for you both to answer this, what does it mean to have this kind of exposure and this type of event to get exposure from the beginning of the season?
Oh. Could you ask that question again? Like a little bit differently.
For a newcomer like you and you as well, Shay, what does it mean to have this kind of media day event and this kind of exposure going into the soccer season?
Well, it's a little scary. Cause like, I mean, we're like almost to the end of the year, but there's still a lot of people like I don't know. So I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's nice for people to like see your face, I guess, and like know who you are going into the season. And it's just like not, oh, who's that new number on the field? They actually like know who you are and like know a little bit about you.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I really have no idea what to say. Can I just like skip?
Sure.
Both of you about being newcomers again. Like I said earlier about the strong senior core, how do both of you being a freshman and you being a new junior, how do you plan to learn from them before they leave, or what do you plan to do during the season with them?
I feel like all the seniors and all the leaders on the team are like so good, and they always have so much like to say, and like I don't know, just like looking up to them and like taking all the corrections that they like give you. Yeah.
I would agree with Shay. I think all the seniors are very passionate about the game, and you can see that in everything that we do, even in the team meetings and all of the practice. They always try and lift everybody up, and you can see how Neve gets so emotional and she talks about the team. And I think that's really inspiring to see how much love they have for this team. It makes me really excited for this year.
Okay, question for both of you. What is one thing both of you were excited for like this year, being your first year at Lisa? What are you most looking forward to?
Just being part of a team again, because I haven't played competitively in almost 2 years. So just having that sense of team and always knowing that you always have people looking out for you. You have a whole team of 22 other people who you can always go to for things. And yeah, I'm just excited to be part of a team again and actually get to experience high school soccer.
I'm so excited to play high school soccer. I feel like everyone on this team is so close, and like they all just have so much love for each other in the game, and I just like I can't wait to play with them.
So this question is for both of you guys. As newcomers to school, how do you guys balance the student athlete experience here, just in terms of being a student as well as being an athlete?
Well, it hasn't been too bad so far. Usually I can do my homework and study for all my tests in some of my other classes, like if we have free days and stuff like that, or just going to do homework with friends after soccer. So it hasn't been too bad so far.
I got something. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a freshman, so it's like not even that bad this year. So it's kind of nice. I mean, I have like an hour or two of like, I mean, before we have practice, we have like a little study hall, so I just get it done then and then after. I feel like my face is so red.
Stepping off the pitch for a second, do either of y'all have a favorite class or a favorite teacher here?
I mean, obviously you, Mr. Blevins. So I like PE a lot. I mean, obviously, Mr. Armstrong is like my fave, so yeah.
I would say my chemistry class with Miss Harper is my favorite one, because chemistry is challenging, especially this track, but Miss Harper really makes it fun, and I really enjoy her class and how personal she is, and she makes you feel like you can talk to her about anything.
Joining a team, both you guys, that's been in the championship 3 years in a row, playing on a fourth is there like any intimidation just coming onto this team? I know it's a very lovey and emotional team. It's like a very caring, it's a fun environment. But is there any pressure, intimidation to make it a 4th year and try to get a second championship for the school?
Oh, for sure. It's very fun, but you definitely can see how everybody is really motivated to make it to the championship, and it makes you just like want to work even harder and match the level of intensity that everybody else has. So there definitely is some pressure to just like add those pieces to get to the championship.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like I just don't want to gosh, I know they've done so good, and like it's such like a skilled team that like I feel like I just need to like make sure like I keep up with them.
Is there any worry about having to learn this new strategy? Coach Crossland had alluded to the inverted backs and the high risk, high reward. Is there any worry about a learning curve with y'all being first year players?
Yes, because I've never played this formation before, and playing a more offensive attack is, it's always like stressful because there's always counters to think of. But I think overall, if we all like work really hard and kind of like play like a more high pressure and make sure that they never get those opportunities, I think it'll be fine.
I agree with Shay. I think it might be challenging in the beginning just to get the formation down, but we're a team of very like experienced players who can adjust very well. So I think we should be able to adapt to it pretty well, but just keeping in mind like of the counterattacks that could come, because it puts a lot more pressure like on the defense in the back. So I think if we can just adjust to that, we should be good.
Going off that question, between every championship run or win, no matter what, there's always a coach behind it with a special scheme or some kind of that makes them special. And with Crossland stepping as head coach, Tim as a head coach, as a person, how he takes these practices day to day with the PowerPoints, with the little games, just his scheme in general. Even you can say about him as a head coach.
I like how organized he is and how he always has a plan for what we're going to do that day and then how we're going to put it onto the field.
I agree. You really can see that he cares about this team and everything that he does for it. Even just putting together like our uniforms, like putting it in bags, a lot of our names on it, and like making sure everyone has a Gatorade from wave to scrimmage, and just like all the PowerPoints, and always trying to make sure that we're bonding as a team and just really working together. It's really encouraging to see that you have a coach who like stands behind you so strongly.
Any further questions for Michaela or Shay?